Early winter's morning at the allotment. And what an absolutely glorious day it is. So early, pretty cold, and with the sounds of nature. Wonderful. Let's get to work. Hello everyone. Try again. Good morning everyone, and welcome to Where Am I? Once again back up at the allotment plot, and boy do we have some work to do today. If you've been following the channel, you'll see that we've taken on the plot next door, and we're now merging plot 1 with plot 2, which is fantastic. So if you like your allotment reconstruction builds type videos, then stick around and maybe subscribe. This should be good. There's a lot of work to be done in amongst the sowing seeds, growing plants, fruit, veg, doing just basically everything there is to do with gardening should happen, will happen here. In amongst that, hopefully I'll also show everybody basically what can be achieved in life, what is possible in life. I am actually registered blind. I am a blind person who enjoys life fully. So please do give us a like and a subscribe and follow me on my journey. So today I'm up at the allotment and I'm on my own. So yes, as much as I love being up here with the wife, sometimes she is a little bit bossy. So love you, babe. So today, what I want to do is, if I can, I want to finish off clearing the borderline where the fence was. So in the last video, we started taking down the fence. I've got a little bit more of that to do, so I want to clear that. Possibly, if I can clear it, then I might look to move the parsnip bin that we grew the parsnips in last year. So I'll look to move that. There will be a bit of weeding and hoeing and stuff to do as well. But I think today's going to be mainly getting down and dirty with it all and trying to clear that fence and really make this into just one massive plot. So that is the plan today. No doubt other jobs will pop up and whatnot, and if I do get a chance, I would like to also sort the polytunnel out as well. It's not messy, but it just needs to be ready, that if we want to put anything in here plants wise, then it's ready to go basically. So yeah, so that's me, and this is where we are today. So let's have a little look at what we've got to do before cracking on. Thanks for joining me. Right, here we go. Going to do some work. Put a bag here somewhere. Here it is. So I've got a few bits and pieces. Do have a drink with me. Obviously I'm on my own, so Ricky Sticky's with me today to give me a hand getting around. But because of the type of work I'm going to be doing, I like to wear these gloves, the heavy duty gloves, which are apparently formless, so thorns shouldn't penetrate them. But working over there today, we're going to definitely put them to the test, and yeah, hopefully. I don't know if you guys can see this all right. I don't know if you guys can see this all right. I think a bird just landed on the shed by the sounds of things. But these are the gloves I'm going to be using. If I was weeding, like I like to use the softer gloves, but these are quite heavy duty, which I like. So yeah, let's crack on. Oh. I'm really hoping I haven't just walked on a rhubarb plant, so I'll be in so much trouble. Nope. Shit. That's lost. Right, dear people, I'm sorry I'm a bit out of breath. I'm exhausted. That was quite good work. I'll tell you what, I enjoyed that. But we do have some blooming great big pieces of wood here, which would be ideal, because if we decide to make a massive raised bed, then we've got some wood for it, that is for sure. And I'm hoping now that you guys can see where the path is going to be. So need to be careful where I'm standing here. Basically, I put all the stuff here because we're not using this raised bed anymore, I don't believe. And Jen was like, there's nothing in there, just don't put on there, and stay away from my rhubarb plants. The problem is the rhubarb plants are quite small. Obviously I'm blind. I stood on something. I'm hoping it's not rhubarb, because if it is, Where Am I will turn into just Jen's show, because I would never be allowed up here ever again, because that girl loves her rhubarb. Massive plank of wood there somewhere. So yeah, we've got some big pieces of wood to make the raised beds down in this one here. But this is basically where the path is going to be. Let me just find my footing. Okay, so kind of along there. I found a compost bin over there somewhere. Never found it before in my life, so that was quite nice. So there's a compost bin there. This all needs to go, all this scrubbage. I don't want to touch it yet because there could be a rhubarb in there, so I'm not going to look to clear this side yet. I'll wait till Jen's here. But what I would look to do is clear, I know the rhubarb's not going to be there, so I'm going to look to clear here, so then I can empty this planter and move it that away. So then that will definitely give us the path, and then I can clear all of this pathage, I like that, pathage, just on a nice little drink, because I'm exhausted. It was what, 1 degree when I got here this morning, so it's probably in the region of 2, 3, 4 degrees. But after doing that, it was pretty hard. Little tip for people. Now, as you all know, I don't mean to keep banging on about it, but as you all know, I'm blind. But when I was taking down the fence, there was bramble bushes and there was also wire as well. Now I can't see what that is, and you don't always know if you're going to feel it in time before you could have your eye out. What difference does it make? I know. But what I do is when I go in close to anything, where I know there could be potential hazards to my eyes, I close my eyes, because I'm not using them, so I just close them to protect them. A bit like a shark, really, when it goes in to attack. Yes, I close my eyes. So if you are visually impaired, hard of sight, and you're thinking of taking up gardening, just remember over where there's a tree there, look at that. Just thought I'd bring you in for a nice close look at that tree. If you are doing any kind of gardening, and you haven't got glasses or goggles on, then make sure you close your eyes to protect them. But I believe that is all of the fence now gone, and we now just have one big plot, which is pretty awesome, and I'm very happy with that work. Very happy. And this is, like I said, I'm here on my own, and this is what you can achieve and accomplish just by having the right mindset, not giving up. If you fail at the first attempt, you just get up, dust yourself off, and go again, and find out what works for you. So if I can do it, dear people, you most certainly can. That is for sure. Yeah, now I'm just gonna carry on. I'm gonna clear that area there now. Well, actually, to be fair, I might rake this down. Actually, I might rake this down to that tree that I took you in for a close look at. Just give that a little rake and a tidy up, and then we'll get on with clearing that area there. Oh, yeah. Right, dear people, we have a bit of a problem. So I got the rake and the hoe out to start tending to the ground where I've just said I was going to do, but then I was like, actually, what's the point, because we're going to make a lot of mess anyway, and we might as well clear the path in one hit, which is pretty cool. The problem that I've got is, obviously, I'm vlogging this. Where's Ricky the Sticky? Where are you? Oh, there he is. Yeah, I've moved the camera tripod once again and cannot find it. So here's the plot, everybody. If you can see the tripod, please send us your answers on a postcard. Oh, hello. No, that's not it. I didn't put it in here, did I? So obviously a lot of people think a white stick for a blind person is to actually help them move around. We don't need that. What we need to do is try and find the blimmin' tripod. All this film. See what I've got to go through. Oh, hello. Joust. Oh, yes. Result. I found that in record-breaking time. Last year, I lost it. I don't know what I was doing actually. I lost it and it was gone for hours. Well done, Ricky. Great job, mate. Sit down there and have a rest. So, yeah, what we're going to do now is we're going to start working on clearing the path behind. Might as well take you with me now. Blimey. I found a really nice plant pot as well, by the way. So I put it out of the way so it was safe, and then I went and stood on it and broke it. So that was short-lived. Anybody that has any unwanted plant pots, please do send them my way. Right, so this is the area that we're going to work on now. I don't believe there's any rhubarb plants here, so I'm going to look to clear this area all the way across. I can leave the tripod. Oh, I'll take the tripod. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's like being in a field, really, isn't it? This is just grass, isn't it? Oh, hopefully we don't want that. And here's the path. I think because it's pretty hard here. Yeah, I would say this is the path. Oh, so that's what we got to clear. Right then, dear people, it was a bit of a slog actually. Excuse me, because I tried hoeing it and it was very pitty, so the hoe wasn't doing it. So then I used the cultivator, which is around here somewhere, and that did it okay. But then I found like some parts were just, I don't know, it was just very strange and not soil-like. So I got the fork out and the spade to try and dig into it, and I found out that there's it's either carpet or really thick membrane right there, weed membrane or carpet, and the grass is just kind of woven into that, which was a nightmare. But I have cleared the area for this. I'm gonna get a drink in a second. For this bin here, I've probably done more than I needed to, but to be fair, it all has to come up anyway for the path. Yeah, what we want to do now is to see how much or how far this is going to come. Now, I don't have a tape measure with me, but what I'm thinking is if I put the rake, find the end of the bin with the rake. This is hard with using the camera. Right, so that's that. So that there is how long it is from there to there where my hand is. So if I put that this side, let's do it this side actually, it might be a bit easier. Well, it would be if the tools weren't in the way, Wayne. I can't remember. Can't get a staff these days, can you, eh? Right. Make sure when you're working you've got a nice area to work. Let's go. Oh, and that was in it as well. I was like, why isn't the fork was going down but not lifting up, and that was buried. But still, it'd be pretty good to keep the birds off the seeds. Right. Oh. Right. Okay. So where are we going from? We are going from here. I don't want to touch that leaf. It might be a stinging nettle and it might get me. I hate stinging nettles. But edit that bit out because that sounded a bit pansy. Right. Let's get back into measuring. There. So it's to there. So if I then put this there, that's how far it's going to come. To where? I know. To there. So that's how far it's going to come. So this area is nice and cleared. Might need to dig down here. So there's a slight lump there. So I've got the spade out. So I'll dig that out there. And then the fun job of emptying that before moving it along here. And then in this area behind the shed, clear all of that. And that's going to be compost bins. There is just so much potential, isn't there? So much potential. Yeah, now I'm going to empty that bin. Actually, I might go and get a drink. How good is it starting to look? You're probably going to go, not very good, Wayne. Look at the mess. Look at the weeds and look at the mess you've made. Jen is not going to be happy, especially if you've killed her rhubarb plants. Right, dear people, I'm about to move all of that soil in that bin. I reckon there's probably about 1/4 to 1/2 ton there. What joy. Let's get on with it. It's still very fine from when I sieved it last year to grow the parsnips. Still very fine, very light, which is ideal. Right, where am I going? Any rubbish, any plastic, straight out of the allotment. Right, dear people, I tell you what, it is glorious here today. What a beautiful winter's morning. Quiet apart from the sound of the birds. Absolutely lovely. But I've taken out as much as I can, really, because what I'm putting in the carrot bin is it's just falling over the sides now because there's so much of it. So what I'm wondering is if I can try and, I've started raking it up this end because that's where it's going to stay, really. I just need to kind of twist this around, see if I can keep that in as much as I can. So what I'm going to do is scrape the bottom a little bit more to get it on that side, and then very gently try and maneuver the bin around, and try not to lose as much of this compost. I sieved it last year, if you go back and if you've seen any of those older videos, and it's still very fine and very light and airy, fluffy, which is really cool. I'm really happy with that. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to just move that over and then just see if I can just gently tease the bin around onto here. Oh, I need to dig that bit there actually, otherwise the bin's not going to sit. Let's crack on. Right, dear people, we've done it. We've moved that bed. I'll tell you what, I took my hoodie off because I was sweating buckets and it's so cold. It's been off for literally 30 seconds and I'm freezing already. But it's fine. I mean, you can get an idea now of the path, can't you? And how it's going to look. We lost a little. Oh, crikey. We lost a little bit. We lost a little bit of compost out of this bin, down the back, and probably some on the floor, and that's probably some in there. So I was going to get some new compost anyway. So we'll top this one right up, and we'll top up the other one and give it a nice lease of life. But I mean, let's just go on to this plot. What do you think? I mean, have I done an all right job? I mean, is that even in line? Okay. I hope it is. I hope it's I hope. Rewind. Try again, Wayne. And play. Okay, so I hope that is in line. I don't know. I think so. But you'll have to let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. But now that we've got it there, you can see the path. I think it's cool. I think that is really cool. And then it brings you out to the top of this one. And it's also a nice little path up to the work stuff. Yeah, do you know what? I am now lost. I have no idea where I am in the plot. Yes, where am I? I'm on newly dug ground, so I must be near the... I don't know. Oh, hang on. Yes, we know where we are. What do you think of that? How do you think I've done? But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear this on that side. I need to clear that bed, sort that junk out that was running down here, down the fence. I'm going to clear the path, so now it is one walkway. So in that gate, down there, up and across. And then that way, I mean, Jen and the kids can still use that gate on this side. I haven't got a clue where it is. So it'd be better for me. Come down here. Yeah, so now the decision is compost bins there, carrots and parsnips there, fruit trees wherever. I feel so good. I feel so good for doing that. Right, let's clear this area. But first things first, I'm getting my hoodie back on because it is freezing. Right, dear people, as you can see, the parsnip bin has now been moved to where its new location is, its new home. The path, it feels pretty good to me. It feels pretty good. I'm hoping it looks good. I know I've still got to finish the end down that way. But the main part's done and tidied. I did start weeding and raking this bed. Now, I said earlier that this bed was going to go. And I was thinking, what I could actually do is take the compost out of this bed because it's still pretty I know there's weeds in it and stuff, but I mean that's still pretty good. It feels pretty good anyway. So I was thinking I could take that out of there and use that to top up the parsnip bin. As you can see, it's probably well, it's not as full. Where's the parsnip bin? Carrots. Is this, which one's which? Right, yep, here we go. So this one's the parsnip. So yeah, could do with a bit more in there. So yeah, I was thinking we would take it from here, and I could use it for both. Because we would need the room for the path. But on second glances, if I stand and I put 1 foot there and 1 foot there, that's quite a wide berth, which means walking through here is very comfortable. And I could definitely get a wheelbarrow through here as well. I mean, this path from that there to that there is a lot wider than this path, you know, going down to the gate. So I think that's absolutely fine. So I'm going to keep that raised bed there. And then we've got more growing space. I mean, that could be one for the children. That could be that little
children's plot to grow, which could be quite nice as well for them. So I'm going to keep that raised bed, and then as we walk down the new path into our extension, here we are. I mean, that's pretty comfortable for me, to be fair. And once the path's laid in properly and we've got the raised beds on this side, so again I know where things are. Yeah, I love it. Without sounding like an idiot, I'm really happy with my work. It was a big job, taking down the fence and then shifting it all and whatnot. It was a big job, but it was a good job. And I will sleep well tonight. If you've got any big jobs at your allotment, make sure before you get to the allotment you have 3 Weetabix, because that really will set you on your way. But it's done. I'm happy. So I just need to extend the path out here. I haven't done it today, and I don't really want to do it without Jen. The reason being is because of my eyes, I have the tendency to go to the left or to the right. So there's a good chance that that path won't be straight if I do it, and we could end up just coming down there and taking out half the plot. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for Jen to get here, and we'll mark it out with maybe some buckets or something, so I know my boundaries of where to dig and clear. I'm really happy, really happy. Don't anybody ever tell you can't do anything, people, because you can. You just gotta tell yourself that you can do it, and you'll be absolutely fine, and you'll be well away. Trust me on that one. Trust me. I think maybe I deserve myself a little sit down and a little drink. I'm lost. Put a path in, I can't even find the path. Where the heck are we? See, this is why we need... Right, this is quite dug up. This is what I raked. So I think if I come up here... So yes, this is a compost bin. Which I found earlier. I wonder what's inside. I mean, here, have a look in there. Please tell me in the comments below if there's anything in there, because I can't flip and see, can I? And I'm not putting my hand in there, no way. Here we are. Oh, right, okay, so we're on the path. And that's the compost bin there. Right, okay, happy days. We're mapping it out in our head, and it started to spit. Yes, so I think what I might do is I might give Jen a ring, see what time it is, because I haven't had any lunch yet, and I'm a little bit hungry. But yeah, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Right there, people. Just tried ringing Jen, because I would like a spot of lunch, and she's not answering. How nasty. How evil. No, I'm joking. I love you really, Jen. And please pick me up. Right, question. So, down here, somewhere, here, there's a load of weeds, some grass, some old vegetable plants, some whatever, bindweed, whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's just weeds, and there's going to be a lot more of it, as you can see. What can I do with them all? Can I compost them? Because the problem that I've got is you can't do bonfires here until November, and it's January. So I'm a little bit unsure what to do with them all. So any hints and tips? I'm sure you can compost them. I'm sure someone told me last year you can compost them. But I'm just coming out here to have a little shot, see if we can see what work I've done. I don't actually know which way I'm facing, but the path is up that way there. I don't know if you can see it from here, but I think it's going to look really good once it's tidied up and sorted out. I mean, I think this is going to look pretty awesome. The shed definitely needs a lick of paint and doing up for sure. I mean, it might even be that I try and save some money and buy a new one, because I do like it being a rickety old shed, but we could do with a new one maybe. I don't know, I'm not sure. But yeah, I think with it going up, fingering out to the raised beds, maybe big raised beds on this side for the vegetables, the trees right up the far end. I think it's just going to look really smart. I hope so anyway, and I hope I can do it. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. So please, if you haven't already, please do subscribe and follow me on this amazing journey. Where am I will also be in other locations as well. I've got a massive project going on at home at the moment, which I will be bringing you guys along because it is for the garden, and it is going to be, well, I think it's really, really cool. And it's something really different. You don't see too many of them, I don't think anyway. But I just need some nicer, warmer weather before I can start cracking on with that, and I need to get some more bits and pieces to do it. So that's a good one. That's really going to be cool. But if I'm honest, I'm absolutely shattered, and I don't want to do any more work. But I might do. Maybe this would be a good time to sort the polytunnel out.
Right, dear people, thank you very, very much for joining me today. I thought the best place to do the ending to the video would be right here, next to the carrot bin, and on the new path that I've put in. I am absolutely made up. I can't tell you how happy I am. I am just stoked. So please, if you are thinking about getting an allotment plot, looking to do gardening, anything like that, make sure you get into it. Because if I can do it, like I've said, as a blind person, if I can do it, then you can do it. So have that self-belief about yourself, and it's just the greatest feeling. And obviously with my eyesight problem, getting out and about doing what normal sighted people would do, it is a bit difficult, but being able to come up here on my own, do the jobs that I want to do, grow my own fruit and veg, just gives you back that independence, and it's a wonderful feeling. It really is. So please make sure that you get your name down on your local waiting list for your allotment plots, and definitely get into it and get out there and enjoy your gardening. Get out there, enjoy nature, the weather, whether it's cold or warm, sunny, whatever. It's just lovely. As you can hear now, it's just peaceful. Apart from me talking, rambling on as always, and the birds singing, it's wonderful. It really is. So please make sure you get into it as well, because it's just a fantastic feeling. Please do give us a like and subscribe. I would really much appreciate that. Please do leave me a comment. It is myself that replies to you. I have a computer at home that talks to me, so it is me that talks to you, replies to you. So you're actually getting a message direct from me. Leave in the comments whether you want me to do an Instagram or Facebook account. I know I asked in the last video, so I might already have the answers to that. If I do, then in this video, in the description, I'll leave a link to whether it's Instagram or Facebook. And just, yeah, thank you so much for joining me. It's been wonderful. I'm so happy. It's been absolutely ages since I was up here last on my own. So to be back up here on my own again, working, getting on with it, and actually doing a big job, and possibly doing a good job, I don't know. It's just a wonderful feeling, and I'm so happy. So until next time, make sure you all stay safe and happy gardening, and whatever you might be doing, let us know in the comments. And yeah, I'm gonna head off. Well, wait for Jen to come and pick me up. She's phoned me. She said, what have you been doing? I said, talking and done a little bit of weeding. So she's gonna have a nice surprise, hopefully. But yeah, well, as long as I haven't killed the rhubarb plant. But yeah, until next time, people, from me to you, bye for now.